I bring you the Kettle Corn Auto Stir Unit device by MJ Metal Products, blah blah blah, Incorporated. They're in cahoots with man-made kettles, those guys. So basically, I've been using this guy for about 3 months, and I use it all the time, and I'm not going to pop without it. I'm making kettle corn, and I'm just standing here in short sleeves and shorts. Yeah, the big advantage is, well, it's fully covered. You also have a rotisserie motor on there, and the huge benefit is basically you're not going to get all that junk in your face. I basically had to wear a plastic face mask. I can now pop in short sleeves, and I don't have to wear aprons and all that stuff. Your co-workers will love it. They won't get splattered with hot flying missiles, and you know, as you notice, my buddy here I work with always have to cower basically when this thing is on. And your tent will love it also. You notice all my stuff is covered with brown, melted, sugary goo after years of this stuff, and I really have to replace everything. And hopefully with this cover now, my tent will last more than 3 years. And it's all, obviously it's less work. It basically is popping away, it's stirring away. I can now bag a couple things while it's popping. I'm not actually, because it's less work, I'm now not going to die on 95-degree weather, 95-degree days. I've gotten heat stroke making kettle corn in the past. Don't do anymore. Yay, it's a wonderful thing. Alright, so this is how basically you put the thing onto the kettle. Little door. You got these little side thingies, which there's springs in these, which go into this like little latch into the side of the kettle. You do it like this. And it comes off. And it's got some heft to it, you know. It's like, yeah, you can maneuver around with it. But the deal is, two holes there. Basically, when you buy this thing, you come with a template that allows you to drill those two little holes in the kettle there. And you're gonna need a decent drill to go through that. There's like 4 bits that come with this, the thing. And the last one's kind of tough because they're fairly big. But basically what you do is this, you're gonna be taking, the unit like this, lining up the hole, and it's in. If you can see down here, if you notice in here, it's been scratched because before I didn't really lift this up. I just kind of set it metal on metal. If you use something like this, a little piece of cardboard, and lift yourself up like that, just by, I don't know, 4 millimeters or whatever, and you take your handy dandy wrench, put it in here, remove the cardboard, and then if you take a look, see, it just scooches, sketches next to it. So you'll also want one of these if you buy an MJ Metal Products auto stir machine. Basically it's like a little Asian veggie deep fryer stir strainer thingy. Get them at kitchen supply shops or wherever. And basically use it to pull out little bits floating in the oil, and then when you dump it, sometimes there's stuff that's still sitting on the edge and you need to get at it, and you can sort of pull it into the bin with this guy. So it's a very little handy tool. Alright, so to clean this thing isn't too hard. Make sure you got yourself one of these plant carriers, which basically you can steal from a plant nursery somewhere. Good to put all sorts of stuff in there. You basically take this thing off, put it over there on the ground, get yourself some soapy water, get this thing fired up, get your soapy water going, then basically put this thing back on here, right onto the edge. If you notice that this thing now fits basically into the bowl, and it's being held back here, and all you got to do is start ladling the crud off. Okay, some of the cons of this thing. Now, I can still make kettle corn better by hand, but the advantage of this outweigh that. Because one of the problems is the metal arms do a very nice job on the outside of the when it spins, but on the inside it doesn't really mix as thoroughly. What happens is when the popcorn starts to slow down, that's when the middle section starts to burn. When you do it by hand, you're able to push that out of the hot spot. So the trick is you got to really be right on the money for time, but once you get it rolling, you know, you can do some good batches. The other thing is, yeah, you need mushroom-style popcorn. For years, I was popping with butterfly style, the stuff you get at Sam's Club. And because the metal arms are really sort of moving fairly quickly, butterfly doesn't really hold up too well with an automatic machine like this. That's why mushroom, which is basically designed for this kind of thing, works very well. All right, so in summary, now if you're just a guy who makes kettle corn maybe like twice a month and you do 500 bucks, okay, fine, you're not going to want to buy this. But for myself, I pop twice a week for 5 months out of the year. That's minimum. If not, I'm doing weekends and beyond that. If I didn't have this unit, I would be out of the biz because basically it would just kick my butt. So yeah, it's a great unit.